Hi
大
everyone.
家好，Hi, it's us again.
Hello,
Say
good
hi, say hi.
evening.
Give us some love, okay? Press the likes, okay? Say something, all right? So that we know that you are here with us, okay? Good evening, good morning, good day, good afternoon, okay? Wherever you are. Hello, Matthew.
Hello Matthew.
Apa
Hi,
khabar?
Matthew.
Okay, so to all our friends, yeah, we hope that you had a good dinner, good lunch, good breakfast. So yeah, you can show us the picture if you want to. Oh, apa khabar? Oh yes, and yes, since you are logging in now, okay, do help us to share, like, okay, and then if you are watching from the YouTube channels in 𝗦𝗫𝗫𝗁𝗫𝗃 and the Hidden Sun, okay, make sure you press the subscribe button and press like, okay. So for those that of course in the Facebook group 氹氣你話我氹氣都係咁樣噶啦 long-winded girl or whatever, okay. Please press like, follow and share. So throw the page to all the groups you are in. It's okay you annoying them because we are not the one who annoyed them, you are the one. Anyway, welcome. Okay. So 我哋就今日講咩啊？Oh, okay. So forecast again. So maybe some of you might be thinking, now? Wow, already mid of the month was still forecast. Anyway, sometimes it's too early tell you, so you won't do anything, right? So it's no different
True,
that
true.
you see it half month also, then maybe now half a month you are seeing the forecast and say, oh great, okay, so I do not need to do so much, only half a month left. 係咪咁樣啊？
So therefore,
Yes.
should we next year instead of forecast the following the next coming month, should we just straight away forecast the following month? Like for example, now we are in September, but we are sharing forecast for November. Should we do that? Then that will give you guys plenty of time to prepare, and therefore no more excuses.
Yep.
I think this is quite a good idea because everyone can pre-plan ahead. At least you know how to anticipate instead of waiting for us, right? Hello Charlize. Hello
Yep, I think
Shenzena.
so. Therefore,
It
in
should.
September we're talking about November. In October we're already talking December, something like that. What you all
Hi
think?
Mitra. Hi Chin.
Mitra, Mitra say quarterly forecast. Mitra, monthly already 食肥了 okay?
Yeah, lor.
Quarterly quarterly don't know what to focus at Oh. Hi, we have Chin Eng. We have Shinzana. Am I reading it
Yeah,
right or not?
Shnizaza.
Okay.
Nizana.
Shizana, yeah, okay. Shalice 今日睇 YouTube 睇啊，Shalice okay.
Hi
Hi
Eureka.
Eureka. Hey Eureka, long time no see
Once more,
Yes.
once forecasting.
Okay. So yep, and then qimen. I think many of them find qimen very fascinating, So
May I add something? I rarely share qimen on my channel because I'm still struggling to finish the 60 pillars. Sorry guys. And so for those of you who are maybe a bit new to qimen, in my post when I promoted this live stream, I talked about conflating. Remember last week we used the 八字 to do forecast. So if you can remember what was your the suggestion for your day master, now you can layer it onto what Jonas is going to share about the with the qimen energies. So if you are confused, when we are at that certain palace, if you call out your day master, I conflict for you. Okay, tonight service. But we can't do all 10, yeah. 9 palaces, 10 day masters will be talking until Sunday, okay?
Yeah.
Impossible. So you guys need to call it out for us, okay?
if they咁樣講, then I say, okay, 2 of you continue hosting. I go first.
We go and see.
Hi, Chess. Hi, Suche. Hi. 好啦，我哋就開始啦，好嘛？
Okay,
Oh.
so
Okay, let's go.
let's get started. Okay, before we get started, just a disclaimer, some of the terminology used in this free sharing are subject to copyright material belonging to Dato' Joey Yap and the JY Mastery Academy. So if you guys wanted to find out more, learn more about all the stuff that we share, please feel free to visit joyyap.com. Okay, so first of all, before we get started, everyone, go to this link to plot your Qimen destiny. You just need to enter your date and time of birth based on the Gregorian calendar, and then you will discover your Qimen destiny chart, which is something looks like this. Okay, so today mainly you need to focus. By the way, can everyone see my cursor on the screen?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
that's good. Okay, so you will see the
Look
red
for a
box
red
with
box.
the destiny. This is where you all should be focusing. Yeah, this is talk about your personal, your life. Okay, for those advanced user, you can look for your career related matter using the open door or something which is already written in the like here career. Life door talk about your business. Six harmony talk about your relationship matter. Green star is all about your health. Okay, so
Yep.
once you get started, and for those who have yet to plot out their Qimen destiny, with this Qimen, this 八字 chart, you can still find where is your Qimen destiny palace. In this case, it's shown in the North Palace. So when we talk about that particular palace, then you will know that is talking about you. Okay, remember, find out where is the box out of the 8 boxes, where you are. Then focus on that personal, your own energy forecast for this month. Okay. So basically, this is the Qimen monthly forecasting chart for the entire month of September 7 until October 7. So basically, you still have a lot of days to use. Yeah. So without getting further ado, so let's get started with the month, the sector of the West. Because in this rooster month, we will start with the, of course, with the rooster zodiac, which is situated in the West Palace. Okay, so first of all, as you can see, the stem is trickster, the same metal on Ding fire. When this happens, basically it denotes a formation what we call the restricted white tiger. Means the white tiger has been constrained, has been being attacked. Okay, so this is similar to what we call the, if you guys watch the movie from Stephen Chow talk about the Jinggu Jingua, the trick master. So finally, these two trick masters are being punished. Okay, so in this situation, you talk about this month for your palace, you may hunger for a breakthrough, and indirectly when you are so aggressive, because the sin together with the white tiger with star 3 level, this denotes a massive aggressiveness. So you may be acting hastily without thinking thoroughly. But despite that, even if you make mistake, you will receive pardon. People will forgive you because your intention was trying to make a breakthrough for your own personal endeavor. You wanted to fight for something. But however, when you are overly passionate about fighting for something, sometimes you may draw into obsessive kind of strong desire driven to attain something that you may have neglected other areas of your life. So make sure you don't overly fighting for something so blindly until you neglected the rest of your other aspect of life. For example, your relationship, your health, and other. Okay, so make sure when you are fighting, you must be willing to ask for help. You can't just fight all by your own self, because with sin and thing, sometimes when you are acting hastily, you have to actually get third party to help you assess the overall situation, to help you to see things clearly. So otherwise, you will be able to just fight for your own self, or you actually, it's more meaningful when you're fighting together with a group of people. Okay, so this month, you will be playing a very unique fighting style that you have to be also not just keep fighting for the sake of fighting. You have to learn how to be patient and only attack when is the right time. Because with the grass style or the pirate style, it's all about taking opportunity. Okay, despite you have a lot of stamina, you have a lot of energy, but you have to learn one thing is to conserve your energy. And when the right timing comes, that is the time when you will over amplify 10x your action. So this month, you have to be more observant with opportunity. Okay, because why? Basically, you have to learn the strategies, learn and evaluate your network. Sometimes our network we already built a lot of network, a lot of resources, but we don't know how to use them. When we know how to use them, it will giving opportunity to other people to collaborate with you. Okay, so knowing people from the higher authority is also crucial. I will tell you later on why. And by the way, with the danger constellation, it also means there are a lot of crises, there are a lot of situations is turning up very nasty outside. But every opportunity can be lies within the crisis. So you have to be very observant and find out where is the most high probability or higher opportunity for you to grab on that worthy of your time and worthy of your battle. So choose your battle wisely. Okay.
Be aware of shifting alliance is one thing. Be
Yes.
aware of shifting alliances because West is telling the story of someone who is forging ahead, pushing ahead, and basically don't care lah, whatever lah.
Yes. Okay. If you can see from the 𝗲𝗁, the asker, you have a lot of idea. And being a monkey this year, you are quite active. So you are being produced by the outcome, which the wealth. Everyone also wants results. But in order for this one to produce you, metal produce water, it's going to be emotional. So you have to calm yourself in order to see the right opportunity. Because in the end of the day, the wealth will still be coming to you, but you yourself have to be creative and also be patient. You can't act hastily. Be calm and composed. This is your secret to win. Okay? Because from waiting, turn into regulate. When the time comes, this is where your maximum capability should be able to deliver out. Okay? Next is the Northwest Palace. Anyone have the Northwest Palace?
Korea. Have all of us.
Okay.
Dâu hoa, gia đình dâu hoa. Hòa dâu màu, Việt màu, okay. Oh,
Yes, okay.
Feliz.
Oh,
Wow, so many.
wow.
Wow, how come
Wow.
so many?
Northwest.
Mitra, wow, all have ah.
Walao. Okay, good. This is one of the best networking. But however, take note, in forecast and strategy is going to be two different things, yeah? So take note, for the forecast, basically this structure remind me of the movie of the flirting scholar, the 𝗲𝗲𝗺𝗁𝗃, okay? The Stephen Chow 𝗲𝗃𝗺 moment. The elegant seal is the 𝗤𝗏𝗺
You
who is
are
very...
in this Stephen Chow mode.
Yeah, no choice, because this entire chart remind me all of the scene, or most of the scene from that movie. I don't know why. And then it prompted me to watch that movie again. Then I realized, yeah, there's a lot of all this kind of situation. Okay, so if you guys have no idea, just watch back the movie, then you will know. So you will gain more inspiration. Okay, so basically what happened is the elegant seal is the 𝗤𝗏𝗺 who have a lot of idea. He's a good poetry, good artist. Somehow the government was summoned to basically they sent some warrior come in to bring him, and he was trying to rest and try to actually go for hangout, rather than doing something for the government. So that's why when there are a lot of people, the authority coming you, there are petty people trying to give you issue, giving you trouble. It's simply because they're jealous of your capability, your skill set, because you are with the star level 5. So with this situation, people evaluate your talent. But however, they wanted to use your talent for their gain. So for that particular reason, you have to stay true to your own game, your credibility, how you portray your own professionalism, your own identity, your own brand, who you are. Okay, don't be easily frailed down or being easily affected by them for their own gain. So make sure, despite you
Haters
may
will
face,
hate, guys.
there'll be haters.
Haters will hate.
Yeah, you can't please everyone, yeah, because they need to
Yeah.
use you for their gain because you have value. Okay, later on I'll tell you why. So this month, your strategy, you have to win the fight without even fighting. Try to use, if you remember that scene, basically they send the doctor to evaluate. Wow, your mother say you're going to die. How come you still can eat the roast chicken wing? Oh, because I'm going to die. That's why I have to eat before I die, lo. And that's, you have to play smart. Use your witty, because the Willow is someone who know how to play deceptive, have to play with mind game. This is your strength, okay? Despite the unite, basically the harmony in this place is about how to leverage on being witty around your network, how to leverage on their weakness, play outsmart your enemy. Best way is to confuse the hell of them. When they try to confront you, try to control you, try to push you, you just try to confuse the hell out of them. When they are confused, that's how you can easily beat them. Because when they are no longer united, that's how you can easily beat them down. Okay, this is turning into the hexagram. So this hexagram talk about the bliss. Bliss is what we call 蒙查查. Asker with the output. Okay, Asker, you see, Asker with the output, very creative, very knowledgeable. Okay, with the dog this year, you know lah, have the elegant seal. So of course, you are highly creative. They wanted to use you by putting you down. Asker outcome, they want to put you down so you can be used. They wanted to control you. So because who control you? Tiger. Tiger means this year the grandeur is tiger ma. So that's why highly influential people wanted to use you for their gain. However, the changing is in the influence, the basically is the fifth line above you. You have to outsmart them by playing more witty. Okay? Turn them into companion when they are become the same level as yours, then that's how you can beat them. Okay, when they are higher, you feel like, I have to respect you, no choice. But when your mind is aligned with their level, you make yourself so witty, you know how their game to be played, and then turn them into your companion. That's how you're going to beat them. Okay, basically.
I would see this slightly differently. This flip, see it as an advice to approach things without preconceptions.
Yes.
Sometimes our preconceptions can limit us. So this message for you this month is to approach things without preconceptions, I feel. And just to answer Eureka, her day master is Peng, and her Destiny Palace, I think, is in the northwest. Peng is easy. Usually, Pengs don't really care about haters. Usually, typically, you gotta tell me, Eureka, if you're one of those who actually care about. But usually, Peng Fires don't really care. So Peng Fire can continue. So just make sure that when we want to conflate the two, your party strategy with the Jonas qimen strategy, basically you just have to make sure that we learn to be observant, because that is a Peng weakness. We are grand thinkers, but we are not really good with details. And Peng Fire needs to make sure that things are practical. Okay, make sure that whatever it is we do, it is practical. Like Jonah said just not more than 5 minutes ago. Make sure don't go for things that are too out of reach. This is also a Peng weakness. Okay, so that's for Eureka. And for Shirley's, the G Earth, let's conflate. Okay, like we said, haters will hate, because G Earth tends to be a bit more sensitive as compared to the Pink Fire Day Master, right? So the message to you, I guess, would be you don't need your haters' approval. Okay, don't even bother trying to get it. I guess in your case, what is out of reach is your haters' approval. They're never going to approve one, so do I bother? No more. Jonah, what
That's
say
how
you?
you play it. That's how you play it. Okay. Good advice from
Okay, I'm done.
Molly as well. Okay, next. Who have the North Palace? Whose destiny in the North Palace, or their business, your wealth, your relationship, anything in the North? Okay.
Something enters grave.
Yes.
Something enters grave.
Basically, the G-earth is also the spirit, is also the darkness, represent the grave, entering into the grave. The spirit entering to the grave. Basically, this is a sinking ship lah. Okay, in a nutshell, in the North Palace,
Don't say like
the
that.
G-earth punishment or entrap, the sin metal both also falling into the trap if they are not aware. Because why? There are a lot of superficial gain opportunity where it looks very luxurious, but is not entirely clear with substance, because the life door, when the life door is in the north, is being compelled, mean the life door, the money, the profit come with a lot of slap, a lot of obstacle, a lot of changes. So that's why under such a circumstances, everything may seem to be very luxurious. The price seems to be quite attractive. So that's why this is the biggest issue that you have to observe. Because why? When you are seeing everything looks beautiful outside, it looks attracting, glamoring, you may ignore your surrounding. What is going on around? Imagine you're seeing, wow, there's a lot of pile of gold out there, but the water is start to sink, start to coming up, and you start to realize that you have no other exit. Okay, so this month you have to be extremely careful on how to focus, how to make fast decision based on how much you're aware with your surrounding, how you navigate. If you don't understand where you are in the game, you may not know what is the shortcut, how is the path for you to move forward. Okay, so this month, basically, this palace, you have to play very smart. Okay, it means that you have to take every single precaution, be sensitive and be intuitive. Once you see the opportunity, fast grab and go. Don't think too long. Analyze whatever decision you can make within that split of second. Go or no go, benefit or no benefit. If yes, grab it and then just go ahead. Don't care how much you can take from there, because the more you want to grab, the higher the risk is. So this month you have to be very, very fast. Okay? Why? Basically, the asker are in influence. By the way, if you guys, you just imagine, when we look in the old days, there's a lot of what we call the bridge hanging between two mountains. Okay, this is the scenery. Lesser exceeding means when you look from the top, only these two, the third line and the fourth line, is solid line. The rest are broken. It means the bridge has been broken, both sides. And after you are stepping in, this influence means it's very dangerous for you. So all you can do is just move forward, cannot look backward. Although when you look backward, there's a lot of resources waiting for you. However, you have to know that if you go back, definitely the bridge will fall. So you have to move forward fast. Be fast, snap your finger, just grab whatever you still can and just move forward. Don't care. Otherwise, if you dwell too long into the past, the risk is higher. So make sure you have to be flexible in observe every single circumstances, your environment all the time. Spot out what are the opportunity, take, grab, and move forward. Don't care. You may not be able to grab too much, but at least it's better than nothing. So this month, the more intuitive you build, the stronger flexibility you gain is going to help you to move and gain more. So this month is all about training your intuition, because together with the moon, you have to increase your knowledge, your ability to observe circumstances and analyze the situation. For normal employee, they will prefer to play hide and seek rather taking the chance. But for those who are proactive, who wanted to make a change, you have to be smart, sense opportunity, grab and go. No matter big, large, small, grab first, think later. Any other question?
Basically, this North Palace is saying, stop fantasizing, start doing lah. Basically.
Yeah.
唔好
即係
扮懵啦，
廣東話
just
叫做
做
唔好諗，廣東話
Yes.
叫做唔好諗做啦，係咪？
Yes, because why? The influence, the asker in the influence in already in a very risky environment turn into resources. During high risk, you can
Actually,
grab in resources. This is something that you have to be aware.
actually, There is something quite interesting I saw on Twitter a couple of months ago, but now I can't find it. Of course, I can't find it. Where the guy says he suggests that you plan for what you don't want.
Yeah.
North can use that strategy for this month. You plan for what you don't want, so that then the way
Wow.
becomes clear what you want. So it struck me because he gave an example, like he wanted to lose weight, but he didn't want to, he was very clear what he didn't want. So then when you put in what you don't want, right? So then the way becomes clear that this way he can. So he didn't want to go to the gym 7 days a week. He didn't want to starve himself to death. He didn't want to go on diet. Diet is a 4-letter word, right? Correct. No? So he started to put all these things. I don't want this. I want this. This is my objective, but I don't want this. Don't want this. So it forced him to find a way. So this is something interesting. Those of you with the North Destiny Palace could probably try this.
Okay, so let us move to the Northeast Palace. So for those who have Northeast Palace, this is something that you have to play smart as well, yeah? Because why? With the Wu Earth means your capital. Somehow for this situation, it also remind me of the Flirting Scholar, the first scene where the friend, the Aleko, he actually lost all his money to gamble. Because of why? He said he was trying to learn the art of gambling. So he eventually lost all the money. Why? Because he himself, with the Hamdo is gambler, assistant intentionally, his thought was trying to understand how the game play. But eventually he lost all his money because of the sneaky of the slithering snake. Okay, Wu and Gui combined, basically it means you have to take that's why he go and find Tong Fu, because it's close friend rather than family. Because so this month is all about managing your own resources and do your own due diligence to assess all your financial belongings, all your assets, all the stuff that you own, knowing what could be potentially causing the being sluggish or being lost. You have to maintain how to defend your own property by your own self. Go and do it yourself. Yeah, because the Hamdong talk about physical action. So with the dragon combined, because Wu and Gui is a combination into producing fire, this means you have to learn how to find your nearest, your closest resources, take advantage of those and use it for your own gain. Sometimes for him, for that scenario, basically, he know how to ask Tong Fu to draw a painting and then sell it for gain to cover his debt. Okay, for you, because together with death and emptiness, the damage may not be that too detrimental. So while it's not too detrimental, you have to fix it as soon as possible before it becomes something bigger. Okay, so the one who can manage resources will always win. Sometimes whatever experience or whatever circumstances we are navigating in life come with a lot of risk. But knowing how to manage resources is crucial for any business, any organization, and especially for your personal wealth gain. Okay, so manage your mind. Don't be overdriven to trying to, I wanted to just try only. I feel I can win. Manage your mind and you can manage your life. Okay, so this part talk about self-management. Why? Simple issue is the wealth with the rabbit. Basically, this one, the asker turned into the outcome is rabbit with the companion, which is rob wealth. So you lost all your money because of gambling. But at the same time, you can rob back your money by gaining some money from other people, borrow some resources from other people. You know how to use other people's resources? Congratulations. This is your advantage. Then you can save your ass and re-begin your game again. Okay? Okay, next. Who with the East Palace? Come on.
Me.
Okay. Oh, this one, everybody enter prison. Oh.
This one is more exciting, yeah.
Everybody enter prison. Oh. No
Got
scared.
chief.
Okay, let's go.
The chief commanding all. Let's do it together. I say.
Okay, don't be come on, Okay, this one, the Cantonese word is to become a seaside
Prison break together.
Yes.
Prison
Okay.
break together.
Basically, the entourage, a group of people were traveling together with the emperor. You see, the emperor, the Jia is hiding here. Okay. When this happened, actually, somehow, when a group of people traveling, there was someone going to take the lead, someone going to take the last one. Okay. Unfortunately, one of them accidentally offend the guard dog. The dog keep biting them. So everyone will be looking at you. So you may be being framed, you may being put into a very difficult situation because someone just offends some dog and then the whole group being put into the blame. So you just imagine this. It was maybe not your fault, but it was because of someone else's mistake. You have to carry the entire burden and you have to be punished and you have to solve other people's issue. Okay?
總之
So
係要掃屎啦嚇。
you have to take other people's shit. You have to handle other people's shit. But however, when there are shit happen, opportunity always lies within crisis one ma. Okay, so with the heroic star and deception, it basically forms a cauldron hexagram. Means something is brewing. For this, for those who, when you are working in it, be it your personal endeavor, be it in your business or palace, you have to stay deception or delusion. Always hide yourself away, not being the one who always, being the leader or 大頭鬼. So you always sitting behind, hide properly, but you also observe and aware what is happening within around the group. You know who could be maybe leading some important project, and then when he screw up, you come out and be the hero, solve the shit, then 搞定. Then you will get the praise from the emperor or from your boss because the chief or the leader is also here. So this month, when other people fail, that's your chance to rise. So observe yourself at the same time, keep up with the progress of whatever potential high project. And then when they screw up, you immediately take over. That's how you can thrive. Okay, basically, who caused the shit, you go and fix it, you'll be the winner. Okay, the quadrant, the hexagram, basically, there's no changes. All you need to do, something brewing, means you keep yourself updated with the progress, whatever they're handling, where are their progress, you always stay constantly aware. So you can take over anytime. Okay, that's your advantage.
好喎，quadrant OK 嘛？
Yeah, because the Oscar with the pig is actually a combination with the Grand Duke this year, with the influence. So you are actually surrounding yourself with highly influential people, and they are also crisis around you. When the time rises, the wood produce fire. You take on the challenge because the goat have a lot of good star mahai. So that's where your idea come in. That's how you can thrive. Okay?
I usually sometimes this is how I tied it, okay? Whenever there is problems, it is when there is your chance to prove that you are capable.
Yes, exactly.
So if you cannot solve
hesitate.
if you cannot solve it, this kind of problems will keep arising. So until tested you that you can solve it one day.
Yes, that's true. That's true. You didn't. You found another way to fail, which is actually a good thing. Congratulations. Just as long as you don't keep doing the same thing over and over again, I
好似 Albert
which is
Einstein 咁樣，係咪？
insanity. Albert Einstein 講嘅。
Max, what you have missed basically is your destiny destiny palace, sorry. Your qimen destiny palace. We are just starting talking about the southeast palace. Okay? Okay.
DM with the northwest. Can we move back to the northwest a while?
With northwest.
Northwest.
哇！我覺得 Melissa 好有 affinity 咯，pass 咗都會 move back for you know. It's an affinity sign 啊。
So for this elegant seal, stay true to your own credibility and who you are, because the elegant seal is someone who have high the capability is actually above other people. So that's why you will attract haters. Other people will jealous of you. So that's why you have to know, stay true to your own cause. When people try to attack you, just don't give a shit. Okay, worst to worst,
Correct.
you don't need to
Because
please everyone. And by the way,
sorry,
mm,
this also I just want you to take note that Gung metal in September actually meets with resource. Okay, so this whole thing could happen because you are you want because of face, because you don't want to lose basically. So
面子啊，
this
面子
could
啊，
minzy because of
your
minzy.
ego.
Okay, so if because of the ego, so as long as you manage your ego, all right, that way nobody can trap you. Okay.
Mm.
We'll circle back to the questions, but Jonas, sorry to make you move backwards.
Right, it's okay.
Let's move on.
Okay, next is the southeast
Sorry,
sector.
I'm
Yes.
wait. Everett, you have to stay on because the south is yet to come up. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just upcoming.
Oh, coming soon.
Okay,
Okay.
next is the
Southeast.
southeast sector. Okay, if you can see, basically there's the great white and dragon. Basically, when we saw the girl, most probably the forecast will be bad. Girl with the nine heaven is your vision. You are looking too far until you neglected your current state. This one, you just imagine the scenario is the girl metal was actually trying to travel abroad to bring the asset to do some exhibition in foreign country. However, when the great white, the girl meet the dragon or the wooer of the treasurer, suppose the treasurer to bring him the resources. But bloody hell, he brought the wrong stuff and broke the broken stuff. So it doesn't match his expectation because when the gun metal talk about the grand vision, the exhibition booth is going to be how grand. But the treasurer, the wolf, have no freaking idea because he just give whatever based on the checklist. So what happened is you have to check every single things, whatever people present to you, whether it's aligned with your vision constantly. You can't rely based on just piece of checklist and people will understand your vision. You have to let people know, people can see what is your ultimate vision, how you can work with them to understand what kind of ultimate goal you try to portray, what's the end result, okay? If not, you will be in a very shitty environment, okay? This will affect your own personal branding, your own reputation. So this month, you have to care a lot about your personal well-being, your professional identity. It's your personal branding. You have to constantly align back yourself with whatever you have done in the past and what you are going to do in the future. And you must constantly check in between every single process, okay? You can't take things for granted. You have to stay constantly managing every single things, okay? So, and this kind of situation, you just imagine the girl already traveled to abroad, realized that all the stuff, all the booth setup was pretty shitty design. How are you going to explain to the audience or explain to the visitor? So it's very difficult for you, right? Okay, the strategy and solution is you already create the booth which may look shitty, then you just create another piece of shit and then put it side by side and then ask the visitor or ask your boss, okay, between a piece of shit and piece of crap, which one will you choose? You position the person who are going to evaluate you in a very tough situation. They have no other choice but to, between the sucks and the worst, choose sucks a little bit lah. At least between these two, this one looks more appealing lah, okay? So for the girl metal this month, you have to be formless. You have to be usable, flexible, be able to handle any circumstances and be work smart. You can't be work hard alone. This month you have to know. But for all those designer or designers, all you can do in your personal portfolio branding, what you can do is find back your first drawing or your first artwork and then put it side by side with your latest artwork, before and after. When people can see before and after, wow, they will mesmerize with your design. When people can compare B class with D class, at least something look pleasant lah, huh? better than nothing to see,
I want to share. I want to share. Making them choose between bad or sucks. 2 weeks ago, I was attending an advanced qimen class. We were doing a case study for real case, and we wanted to shift the guy's house. The house hasn't been built yet, to our credit. Okay, we wanted to shift the poor guy's house by like 13 degrees, and this was the question we came up for the client was: on the one hand, you have a straight house. On the other hand, you have a good life. Choose.
Yes.
Wow.
Between bad and sucks, which one will you choose? Aya, bad lah. Between a piece of crap and piece of shit, which one you will choose? Shit is too smelly. I prefer to take the crap back home lah. Ha. At least something presentable ma. Ha. So position your client in no other option. Choose one. No other option. This is what Gung Metal have to learn for this month. Okay? Okay
食屎或者食潲水，係咪？你嘅意思係食屎或者食潲水，你要食邊一隻？係咪？睇嗰陣時中意食咩咯？係咪？
Yes, because why?
冤枉。
The Asker with influence line with the ox. This year, the ox supposed to actually create something bigger to bring back to actually portray that his past glory, being the Grand Duke last year. Okay, but somehow the output line, the idea, the creativity, it went into emptiness, because with the depth and emptiness for this chart is the rabbit. Means whatever you are being presented is only half, 50%. So the resources you gain is just 50%. What can you create with that? So you create another content which is worse lah, with lesser resources, lesser quality. At least you still can make comparison between both. At least better than none, no? And then you humility say, boss, this is the maximum what I can do. Between sucks and bad, this is the maximum. Okay, they can't blame you. What? They also have to choose. Okay, like it or not, you have to know how to play your game. Okay, know how to position yourself as a guest or host is important in qimen. Okay, next is the south. Who was the one who asked for the south?
Somebody had the south.
Oh yes, yes. Edward.
Before we go to the
the-
south, because in YouTube we rarely share about qimen. Could you explain a little bit about the Wu Earth and Dragon in the southeast? You named it as Dragon. I worry some people may confuse it for the Dragon branch.
Okay, basically in qimen dunja, there are 10 stems. Normally we call it 嘉义、丙丁、戊己、庚辛、壬癸. It's also the same stem as 八字 or other feng shui system, other metaphysics system. However, when they are in qimen dunja, they portray different character based on the war structure, based on empire. For example, Jia is always the emperor. Yi Wood is the sister of the emperor. And then Bing is the son of the emperor. Ting is the daughter of emperor. So they have this hierarchy. For Wu Earth is the treasurer. So every time when we see the Wu Earth anywhere in the chart, it can easily form the green dragon return. All about the green dragon, because Jia and Wu is always brother. That's why they are so trusting each other. They assign the Wu Earth, the treasurer, as the secondary dragon. So basically, it's a storyline. It's just a character, how we label them. When the great white meet the treasurer, the enemy meet the emperor's punya treasurer, do you think they will give the opponent everything? Of course, they give them half stuff lah. So that's why this is a bad sitting structure. Imagine, I am your enemy. I'm asking you to borrow some stuff. Would you be giving everything to me?
Of course not.
Yeah, so this is how it goes.
Let's move on to south.
Okay.
Let's move on to south. I am so thrilled with the south. Oh my God.
Okay.
Five
south,
deities mutual combined. Walao
yes. Hey,
so nice.
not entirely bad. This is the most exciting part. Because why?
Yes.
Ting and Ren. Yeah, Ting and Ren is actually a combination. It's one of the 5 combinations. When they combine, they will form the wood. Means also branching out, grounding their foundation. Okay. The issue is, because if you can see with the death door, wow, everyone was going to be scared like hell. No, death door in the south, wow, it's very prosperous. Well, what it means is basically it's time for you to put an end into resources which is no longer relevant or no longer even resonance with your project. Because with the 9 Earth, we have tendency wanted to collect a lot of stuff to grow in the long run. But however, throughout our life experience, we realize that sometimes some project or some stuff need to be removed because it's no longer serve the purpose in the future. If you are not willing to let go, it's going to drag you and your team. The worst thing is if your South Palace, you are working together with group of people, you intended to work together with a large group of people or even for your own self. Sometimes knowing too much could actually kill you because you are not focused enough. So in order for you to build yourself into the 7th level where you can serve a bigger group market, a mass market for the greater good, sometimes you have to, like what Dato' Joyop said, you have to kill your own baby. Means sometimes whatever you have created, some new system that you used to being so proud, but it's no longer serving you the purpose, it's no longer served in your project. You have to kill it off. Okay? Because this month, with the pillar and death door, it forms a hexagram called the gathering. Means you have to gather your team and restructure again what is going on right now. By the way, for very complicated technical term, Ting, Fire, and Run in the south will also form a hidden combination. Means technical wise is Wu, the horse, and pig, their hidden stem can combine. Okay, 家己, Ting and Run. Okay, when this hidden combination happen in the south only, it means you, the leader, actually already capable to gather hidden information, the news which has been hidden based on somehow you know how to find information that help you to analyze your circumstances. You will have your way. Okay, this month. So open your radar, increase your ability to sense and receive news. This month is very important. Okay, next. When we talk about gathering, you have to bring your team together and analyze. Okay, team, we found this data showing us that some of the stuff that we used to have no longer serve us, no longer improve us, or no longer align with our ultimate goal. I think it's time for us to really let go instead of carrying on this become our baggage. I feel this is not really driving our team moving forward because you, as the leader, sometimes being a leader, you have to understand being a leader and a boss is different. Being a leader, you have to really strengthen your bond at the same level together with your team. Same thing goes with your conscious and your subconscious. You have to align your conscious and subconscious that telling yourself that, hey, this is no longer helping me. I'm having too many portfolio, too many roles, and it's not, I have no freaking idea where I'm heading to. So together with the Dipper in the 28th constellation means it's a 7-star. Dipper is basically means your North Star. You have to be fully focused to find out what truly drives you, what is your inner drive, your ikigai, who you are in the future. What are the things that you have to let go in order to shift yourself forward? This is your metamorphosis. Okay, be crucial. Chop off the dots which no longer connect, which couldn't even connect. Let's say you wanted to become a Michelin chef selling chicken rice. But now you are selling the pork chop la, the wonton mee la, and then the kari mee la. But you wanted to be known as the expert in chicken chop rice, for example. Then you have to cut off all this other stuff so people can focus on you. You are known as who you are. Okay.
Actually, wait, I want to add. Can I add? Can you move back? The line that actually resonates the most for me, I think for many of us, we work as career professionals. That means we work for people. South formation is very good, and which means that a lot of things are happening well for you. And in the corporate world, when you work for people, what happens when things start moving well for you? You get more work lah, basically. So a lot of us, what we don't know is as middle to top level management, one of the key skills is, as Jonas has shared in his forecast, knowing how to filter is very important. You cannot be a yes man to the boss, because the boss will always say, I want this. Your job is to tell when to know when to tell the boss, no, you're not getting that, because the team can't handle it.
Prioritize.
講完啦。
Yes, this is very
Prioritize.
important, especially even for your own personal development. Because, like Pauline mentioned, when you hold too many titles, you have too many jobs to do. Until when? Ask yourself, until when? Until you meet the death door. Most people will only be awakened the moment they are facing their deathbed. Now, the time is
Actually-
coming to tell you, it's time to face your final ultimate goal, who you want to be. Yes?
Actually, what I see sometimes, like death door is good, that when if let's say you are stuck or on something, you know, or then is where is a reset ma. So, somehow I think this month the south is good, is that all the good stars, everything's are there. So it is such a perfect timing to reset and restart and renew, you know. So
Yeah.
so I
It's
think
basically
those
your
who are with the
metamorphosis.
south
Yeah.
DP.
Yeah. By the way, the last
脫胎
phrase is
換
actually
脫胎換骨嘅一個月，嚇
exactly. This is a good month to proceed. You can't wait anymore. By the way, the last phrase was actually knowing too much could kill you. Okay. Yeah, it's like you're having too much role in the company. Every department is also involved with you. So knowing too much could kill you. So that's why seven star basically from gathering transform into big livestock. Remake your own progress. The outcome, the wealth, money will produce you as long as you're willing to make the change. It's very tough, but you have to
hexagram
be
又
aware.
靚，嗬，
Actually, the Yi Guan
Hexagram
hexagram
又
can
靚，gathering
tell a
to
lot of
big
story.
livestock。
Yeah, because
夾
right now
呢
you're
個
influenced.
because that Edward has this, you know, the day master 又係丙又係喺離瓜喺 South 呢度，真係 I think 佢唔知係咪後
Oh,
悔而家
Edward
先。
Bing, I wonder if Edward is still. Edward, are you still around?
Yes, Edward, are you still around?
Hands up, say yes. If you no answer, then meaning that you are not around, we'll skip you 噶啦。
Yeah.
This
By the
is
way,
冇啦
the
冇啦
rule.
，maybe he watch back
yeah,
咧。
lor.
This is
Okay,
the
okay.
rule. Okay, this is the rule. He said he said he's still around and listening. Okay, Bing DM meeting with a hurting officer month in 八字. Conflated with your South Destiny Palace. This is the time to sit down with your boss and 攤牌噶啦。
Because why? The
This
South gathering.
is the time to talk about when what kind of momentum you want to achieve in your role. I know I'm talking career here. If you want me to push it to somewhere else, you need to tell me. I talk career first, yeah. Okay, because that's my favorite topic, ma. So you know, this is the time to start talking about your vision for the what you do for your portfolio, and also the bosses. And as Jen Hong says, you know, I cannot 包山包海 anymore. Okay, so use the energies well, and I think you will start to find that results are going to come pretty fast.
Agree on this. Mainly it's because
OK 嘛？
okay, talking about the
唔知係咪
hexagram,
要問
the
呢一隻？
asker in influence. So basically the asker, earth produce metal, the outcome work like hell. Basically your time, your well-being has been robbed, you totally give up everything and surrender everything for other people. So it's time for you to change it to reverse. It's time for you to do something that, despite your hard work, your self-driven, being the Grand Duke this year, wealth should produce you. Do something that resonates with you, something that you do happier. At the same time, it's giving you what you want, more than that. Okay? This is a
仲
big
有其他
awakening
嘅
moment.
questions 冇？
冇嘅話
So
就最後
can
last
we say
Alice 㗎啦。
can we say like Can we say like Edward, your ping you have to simpan sikit lah ha. Your matahari, your sun use the umbrella to cover a bit lah ha. Okay, don't keep on shining 啦哈，係咪？冇太去照人哋啊，係嘛？啊 ，make sure 照下自己啦吓。
好啦，let's
Move
go
to the last
the
one.
last one.
Okay, the last one, Southwest Palace. So everyone, how many of you have this? This is the shimmering enter great part. 迎入太白. So basically this means this one talk about the Bing and Gung. You just imagine the Gung metal was 靠緊來 Gung and Yi or Pato come back to the house, open the door, realize the warrior, the opponent, the 死對頭 is looking at you. 哇，你條死仔包溝我嘅妹. So now what happened is, 大劑咯. This is going to cause you a lot of family breakdown. You will be judged. How your intention will be questioned. Basically, there's a lot of crumbling family ties. Everyone is affected, especially the mother, because this is the 坤卦. So worst thing is, whatever your contribution, your past success will be jeopardized. They'll be just take away, and they no longer even evaluate you, no longer even want to give you the chance. So what does this mean is, this month, despite you may potentially face some argument, your credibility, who you are being judged, you may be being put in a very tough situation this month, because the good thing is star 2 black tortoise with big constellation. This one is very good. You have to aware what we call the host and guest concept. Means either you are the one who being questioned, or you start to play around with the question. The strategy is, when people start to judge you, start to question you, do not fight head on, because the Bing, Yang, Gung is also Yang. So they are this heart versus heart. This is going to create more issue. Instead, this month, the Bing, you, whoever with the south in the southwest, have to play how to play fluidly, how to navigate with the black tortoise. Means play with mind game, because black tortoise start to talk about desire. Desire don't care about morale, don't care about practical, don't care about prim and proper. When people start to question you, use back question to question them back. For example, this is the formation I use for a company where they deal with the auditor. When people start to question you, then you ask them, okay, just now you question me this issue. What are the basis on this question? Basically, you try to confuse them with word. Attack with word, not directly headstrong, have to fight, no need. Use your mental game. This is the time where you have to train, activate your mind, and play with them. Try to confuse the hell out of them. Okay, this is one of the higher level strategy but this is very usable. Because why? This one is talking about mind game.
Yeah, you manage this, your reputation will improve, Which
no longer being
is
portrayed someone who
actually
physical.
which is actually one of the functions of the big constellation. It actually helps with reputation. So if you manage this,
you're going to win.
即係話，你食咗飯未啊？你話咧？
冇錯啦，問非所答。And people ask you this, you try to divert
use
attention.
Use questions. Just now you say use question to answer question嘛. So
Yes.
have you eaten? What do you think?
Yes, 問非所答。Like the Singapore movie with the 黎明姨，你食飽未？我食飽了。You keep playing numb playing stupid but you use question to counter their question, drive they feel like, oh, am I asking the right question? It seems like I'm asking the wrong question. So for those who wanted to pursue further, position your opponent, whoever tried to put you down, in the death and emptiness sector, in the hour chart or month chart or day chart, put them there, and they become death and emptiness. They also question themselves, their self-doubt. Am I asking them the question? Hey, I'm a professional and I'm an auditor, but how come they know better question than me? So this is how you play the game. Okay? In a nutshell, asker with the output, use your creativity, create a negative influence. Because why? The rabbit, you all can see here, rabbit turn into companion, into tiger, both of this in depth and emptiness. Basically, use half-empty question to answer half-empty question. Put them in a very confusion situation. Just confuse the fuck out of them. Confuse the hell out of them. This is how you play the
if
game.
my channel kena trigger warning, I gonna scold you.
Can we beep it? Can we beep it? This is the
Mo,
best game
Oh,
ever.
let's try to bleep it.
behave yourself,
Okay, my bad. Sorry. Okay, guys. So this is one of the best game that you have to train yourself this month, because we have the black tortoise visiting you. You have to be smart, outsmart them by confuse them. And then, by the way, black tortoise is very good in evading responsibility. When they try to attack you,
Oh,
and
yes.
then you divert their blame to someone else, like you are
Basically,
not there.
basically,
Siao.
Tai Chi lah.
Yeah, play Tai Chi.
Tai Chi.
你睇我唔到咁啊！
你睇唔
This is
到，
a
你睇唔
this is a good
到。
thing. With the warrior, the black tortoise in the star 2, because star 2 talk about design, they don't care about morale. So I don't freaking care. I'm not responsible. So that's the best game to play. Plus we have the big constellation. Perfect. Okay, so that's all for the forecast for the 8 palaces.
哇，犀
Hope
利
you all learn
喎
something
，timing
new.
啱好喎，哇，very good 喎，qimen啦，hexagram 啦，什麼Q&A 咁樣都搞掂埋喎，厲害
You really
，OK。
put a lot of effort one, You think, wow, Chin Chai just put on and then explain, hey, the Yi-Gua hexagram have to find out the connection, only can tell the story, the strategy. There's so many strategy to
Yes.
play, but it's fun actually.
係
The more I watch back
係
Stephen
對
Chow movie, actually there's a lot of tactic, there's a lot of strategy, and there's a lot of CQ, and also divine counsel. Is like the 真理兩句 from the universe. It's very fun to
There
play.
is
Okay, fine,
actually
I'm
there
going to
is
go and find it and watch it.
Yeah.
Actually, there is one very famous book, okay, from in old days lah, okay. So it's about, the name is 茶馆 okay. So tea house, okay. And the author is Lao Se, okay. Is a very famous author. So actually he did mention, like, because a lot of things happen in the tea house, okay, so have different characters, okay. So, and there is how he said that, he said in on each characters, okay, he can actually give them a 八字 on each characters already. So when I hear that, I mean, when I know that, and I find it very interesting, is like, because like Chinese metaphysics, so far for all these books, not much mention about the link Chinese metaphysics with literatures, So this is the first time that I heard something where, famous with literature, actually they also talk about Chinese metaphysics. So 呢個係suddenly 好似好 out of topic 係咪？Because actually when 講緊呢個 the different kind of characters, all this, so but I find it fascinating is like a famous literature actually talks about 八字 as well. 所以你講因為你講 Stephen Chow 嗰出戲嘛，所以我諗到古裝，我就跳到去嗰度。OK 啊，Jonas，thank you，辛苦晒啦，真係辛苦
So
晒啦，OK。
what's up next week? Next week, guys, we're going to be talking about your the gods and Sha in your natal 八字 chart. Okay, so that
八
one.
字神煞。
八字三煞.
Yeah.
In that one, the ones that we are talking about is not the ones that are the annual ones. Although there are some overlap, but the ones that are in your 八字 chart are with you forever. So the good ones you get to use, the bad ones are lessons to be learned.
Yeah.
So join us next week. Don't forget, okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
see you the
So
same
and
thing, same time, same day.
Henry 講佢去飲茶
係
咩揾錢啊，OK，so 祝你揾多
犀利
錢啦
喎！
，OK，
去飲茶可以揾
alright，
錢喎喂，
係幾唔錯，
飲茶 also can
，OK 啦，
make
好啦，
money。誒，真係要跟你學下
我哋
嘢先啊！
we also offline 飲茶呢啲
係，
，OK，alright，
我
so
哋都要
thank you
offline
very
飲茶。
much for all staying with us. Thank you. Have a pleasant evening with the same time zone. And of course, if you are yet to have a sleep or not your bedtime yet, a good day to you. All right. So bye bye. See you all.
See you all，拜拜。
Don't miss us. If miss us, view more. Okay.